It's me, Miss J, North Dakota's trash queen of glam, geek, and gore, with freshly reblonded hair. Did this last night. It's looking a little bit like straw, but that's okay. We might add a color. I thought I had a bottle of hot pink because I think I'm in a hot pink mood. It's Pride. Want to piss off the homophobes as much as possible, and I'm not sure that the teal green that I usually will do it. It will piss off some of them, but it's not enough. I think it needs to be pink to be extra offensive to the maggots. So, welcome. I'm North Dakota's trash queen of glam, geek, and gore. That's a little introduction to me. I'm looking real scruffy. I have to record something today, so I'm going to shave at some point today. But I am doing an early lunch break live because if you remember, last week we unboxed my order from Blend Bunny Cosmetics, the psilocybin collection. And can we just talk about the fact that I was like, that box is not big enough. Hello, Mama Champagne. How's it going? And I was right. The psilocybin collection was here. Excuse me, pretty girl. The blends palette was not. So, excuse me. They forgot to ship it. It was on the packing label. It was on everything. And so I messaged Survive the Storm. We never got a storm. So the air felt a little like moist today, but like the ground wasn't wet. I don't think it got here at all. And I checked to see if there was any rain in the forecast, and they said, well, maybe Tuesday. But yeah, I don't think, I think we missed it. I think it somehow managed to go around us. But yeah, so I am going to show you the psilocybin collection again, because these were all meant to arrive together and they just didn't. So this is one of the cheek palettes. I always think that there's some like smudge because there's like a yellow color in here, and I always think that, but it's got a really delicate like leaf. It's part of psilocybin, which is mushroom, so it's got this like foresty print, but that one is just like a little bit brighter than all the other ones, so I always think that there's something there that I need to wipe off. But it's not. Here's the darker of the two. This is volume 2, and you can see these beautiful blushes. I mean, we talked about this last week. I'm never going to be over how beautiful these blushes are. They're so gorgeous. This is volume 1, which is the lighter one. There was a tornado that touched down 12 miles north of Bobel's. Mama Champagne. That makes me nervous. I don't like that. I don't like it. So here's this kind of lavender, and then this beautiful mustardy macaroni and cheese shade. And again, the two highlighters are the same in both palettes. I don't like to know that because your basement is almost as terrifying as just being in a tornado. So I don't like the idea that you might have to go down to that janky basement. I don't like it. I don't like it. So here are the three. This is a lip glaze, which has a little bit more pigment. This is 2 lip oils, lip glosses. These are a little bit more sheer with some glitter. You can see this one has some beautiful, it's kind of an ombre. That's obviously all going to mix together once you take the wand in and out enough. And then, of course, we have the beautiful, beautiful psilocybin. I don't know, Alexa. I'm trying to not say her name too loud or she'll start talking to me. But Alexa, I've heard people say psilocybin, and apparently, according to Alexa, who also thinks that the band 702, that their name is the 702, so I don't trust her. But she says it's psilocybin. I just like psilocybin. I think it rolls off the tongue a little bit. So if it's wrong, just know that I'm saying it wrong on purpose and let me live. But here is the psilocybin palette. Beautiful, beautiful. We looked at this compared to Machina last time, and say books or albums. I say books or albums. I love that. Hello, Ariana. Books or albums. I like album. I'm old, so I still say CD sometimes. Like, ooh, their new CD, and I know that that's kind of like psilocybin. Oh, their palettes. Yes. So here's the psilocybin, and this is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. So there we go. And we are here to unbox another one because we did this unboxing last week and the blends palette was left out of my order. I was so sad. Let me get rid of this box. I can get rid of that. This is my Machina that's still in the packaging. Um, I don't know why I put that into that box, but I did. So today, when I got here to work, this was waiting for me, a box that is much longer. And so this is why I love Blend Bunny, and this is why I'll always love Blend Bunny, is that I did that unboxing, and after we closed down the live, I went over to my computer and I immediately ordered, or I sent an email saying that, hey, like, just wanted to check and see if this was being shipped separately because I didn't get the blends palette in my box. And within an hour, they had already, like, in much less than an hour, they had responded to me and said, oh, sorry, they didn't ask for pictures, they didn't ask for the packing slip. They just were like, oh, let's take care of that. Within an hour from that, it was already shipped to me. Hello, Anthony. Where did I get my glasses? I got my glasses from Zenni. I am a Zenni fan. Zenni. They are a fabulous brand. If you don't need anything special, they are, you pay for the frames, basically. Now, I, as a Gen Z, as an elder, I now have bifocals, so mine cost a little bit more than just the price of the frames. But, like, these glasses, with the bifocal and everything, I think were like $40. So, like, before I had the bifocals, and sometimes when I order, like, if I order sunglasses, I don't get the bifocals because I'm just using it to drive. I'm not doing up-close reading while I'm driving. And so, without the bifocals, there are some frames that are like $8, $12. So any of the special kind of things, if you don't have a really, like, complicated, complex prescription, they are just the price of the frames, which I love. And so even with my bifocals, it's still pretty easy. Can we have a moment? Here's the Blends 2.0. I'm so excited. I love this masterclass packaging. I mean, I have been in love with it since the first launch, which was this beautiful blush palette. I love these metal nameplates. I love the way that they do it, like art supplies, where they've got the number, they've got the beautiful gradient in here. This is so gorgeous. This is such a, I mean, for me, I don't wear blush, I wear 6 blushes. So, like, this isn't every blush color that I need, but this is, I mean, if I had to, like, if I was really downsizing, I could downsize to this blush palette and get rid of my other blushes. It would limit me a little bit because I like to do a lot of stuff. Hello, Dion, how's it going? But there's enough in here that I could get enough different kinds of look. I've got some of these vibrant kind of blushes. I've got these more nudie lingerie kind of blushes. I've got a couple sparkly blush toppers. Sorry, I'm so froggy. I had a little snack a little bit ago, and now I'm just like, ah! So I'm so sorry about that. But am I outside or am I in my house? Well, this is a photo backdrop. So this is a, like, just like one of those, it's like cotton felt, and it's just printed to look like log cabin. And so I am inside, but, I am, in front of a backdrop. So let me go ahead and clean my glasses a little bit. And yeah, so I am in my recording studio. So I rent an office space where I do all my YouTube stuff and I get ready for shows and things like that. And I also do my big kid job. I do video production. So if I need to record for work as well. So that's why I've got, you know, fairly good lighting. Yeah, I like how the hair turned out. We re-bleached it last night. And now I just have to decide if I want to add a color to it. I need to go to Ulta and see what they have available because I'm in the mood for a pink. I want a pink. Yeah, I'm super excited for some pink. But let's go ahead and Dion, now we can start planning when we're going to do our Pride looks because I have it in my hot little hands. Because our last Pride looks, we used the MAC Colors of Pride palette. And now I've got the Blend Bunny Blends palette, so we can do some some Pride looks. I think we're going to do 2 dual lives. We're going to do one on Dion's channel, one on my channel. Hello, not bad. How are you doing? Hopefully not bad. But yeah, so we are going to do a couple of Pride looks. And so I need to start planning out what I'm going to do with this lovely, lovely palette. I'm so excited. And I can't believe, like, I don't even remember when that unboxing was. Was it Wednesday or even Thursday of last week? And now it's Monday and I already had it. And it was here when I got to work at 10 a.m. It was waiting for me. Yes, I think we're gonna do 2. I thought I suggested that. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just did it in my head. Swiss cheese brain. But I thought if we did one on your channel and one on my channel, that could be kind of fun. So here is. Oh, look at this beautiful rainbow gradient. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love this. I love this. Okay. Let's go ahead and take the little plastic protector out. Again, it's got all the little divots. And here is the Blends 2.0. So if you remember the Blends, if you've seen the Blends, it was all of these little matte trios. And so this is kind of like, it's not a new palette, but it's kind of a revamped version of the palette where now they've put it into this beautiful masterclass packaging. It's still got all of the 10 trio, 10, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 10. The 10 trios where we've got a color story that goes from light to medium to deep. And so you can do that in pink, red, brown, orange, yellow, green, turquoise, blue, purple, and white to black. And so we've got all of this sort of thing. But then, because they were re-releasing it, they wanted to kind of create something new. Hello, Gabby the Chicken. Nice to see you. And then they added a shimmer to each of these, which I love. Because if that's ever my complaint about please don't cuss. Well, sometimes we cuss, Ariana. I'm so sorry. I have some stuff to dig out. Concrete cracks, boring, and it's ooh, I hate that. Hello, Tanya. How's it going? If I have one complaint about Blend Bunny, it's that there's never enough shimmers in the palette. I love shimmers. I would love it if the shimmer to matte ratio was even. Like a 50-50 is good. If it's going to go a little bit heavier one way or the other, I would prefer that it went a little bit heavier to the shimmers. Like if it's like a 15, I would rather it be 8 shimmers and 7 mattes. I know for some people they would much prefer more mattes than shimmers. But even just getting 1 shimmer for each of these, again, I think this is still... I've always recommended the Blends palette as my favorite like starter palette for drag, because I think if you're starting to learn and you're starting to develop your style, having these like beautiful ombres from light to medium to deep, to be able to kind of start learning how to build color and start to put these things together, I think it's perfect. And then I've always said you can always just grab another palette to put a shimmer in if you want to. Once you've started like playing with the colors and the shapes and how you want it to line up and all that kind of stuff, I think it's just beautiful. Your favorite color is white. Well, I'm glad you like that. My favorite color is rainbow. I'm definitely a green fan. Green is kind of my favorite color, but ooh, yes, the Nomad Metallic may pair with this. I broke down and I did order the Nomad all metallic palette. So that would be maybe one of the Pride looks. Maybe I'll combine them because I love wearing a lot of shadow. I love having a lot of shimmer. I love blending shimmers, which obviously I can do with this because once you get down like the basic like 3 mattes together and blending like a monochromatic look, you can start playing and mixing and combining. And now that you've got shimmers, you can start doing all of that. But I think this is such a great like starter palette. I think it's a good starter learning palette for anybody who wants to do more with color. I think that you really can start Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Ariana. Yeah, so I really think that you can get a lot out of this. You can really kind of hone your technique and learn about like mixing colors and doing gradients and doing blends. And I think that this is, I thought that you could never do a better rainbow palette than blends. And then Blend Bunny did it with their own revamp of blends. So I love this. It's 40 shades, comes in this beautiful packaging. And I don't think the packing slip says how much it was, but like Blend Bunny, I feel like is one of those more affordable brands. I think this was maybe like $54, and then you can use an influencer code to get, I think it's 10 or 15% off. So it ends up being, I think, under $50. But I don't quote me on that because I don't know for sure. But I couldn't find any of the people I sub to other than you. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you made it here. That Nomad Metal. Oh yeah, I read that one. So the Nomad I think would pair well with this one. Very excited. I'm hoping that Nomad I think should be here this week. But yeah, so we have the new blends palette is finally in my hot little hands, so that Dion and we can do beautiful, beautiful Pride looks. I do still love that MAC Colors of Pride palette, but this, I mean, still my favorite rainbow palette, and now it's even better than it was. I do like the way, so let's see do I have the blends palette? I thought I pulled it out when I was, but I've got so much Blend Bunny that's just like sort of stacked here. Let me see if I can find the blends, the original blends, and then we can take a look just at how it was arranged. I got rid of my roots. Yes, I rebleached last night. I did a little bit of rebleaching to get rid of the roots. I have to record something for work today, so at some point this afternoon, I'm going to shave off all this scruff, and then I'll have freshly bleached hair, and so I won't look quite so rough and tumble when I go to record stuff for work. So let's see, where would I have put the blends palette? I was ripping apart my Blend Bunny drawers because I was looking for different things, and all the things that I wanted were on the bottom. Is this content me just like leaning off the screen to like go through Blend Bunny palettes? I hope so. I certainly hope so. But now, of course, I'm trying to find, there it is, the blends. Okay. So I've got two drawers, and invariably it'll be in the drawer that I did not look in at first. It will always be in the other drawer. So here's the original. So much smaller, much more compact, but still like 30 shades. So I don't know why I thought you already had the Nomad palette. I thought you purchased both that one and the accompanying. Oh, I did. Oh yeah, there's a new Nomad. There's a new Nomad one that is all like multi-chrome, duochrome. That's the one I was thinking. But you're right. That is it sitting here? Oh, it's in a pile, so I won't disturb the pile. But I know what you're talking about now. The Cruise collection, it would go well with that as well. And then I think I might try it with the new duochromy, the Electric Carnival. Is that the new one? Yeah, very excited. I thought I was losing my mind. A bit of my lip skin broke loose, and every time I took a sip, it felt like I was swallowing something solid. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's no fun. I'm very tempted to make like a soil sieve that's round instead. I'm sick of the one I have to shake. I gotta weed my whole garden, not just about. Oh, I hate weeding. I used to try to have a garden, like even just like little pot gardens and stuff, and then I realized that I just hate being outside in the summertime so much. I'm not a sunlight creature. I'm not a like, let's feel the heat. Gross. 66 and cloudy is what I want every day. I want hoodie weather. That's my perfect summer, is if it could just be like cool. It's too hot to do anything strenuous like I was early. Yeah, the heat, I'm ready for the heat to break a little bit. I mean, it's only June. It's early June. Yes, that new one. So I have both of those. I do have the one from the Cruise collection, and I have the new one that's coming in. It's fairly large, yes, mostly running into the weeding battle and mid putting down wood chips. All right. Me either, Janessa, call me Eeyore. Yeah, I love it. I'm a creature of the night. The night and the shadow and the cloudy day, and yeah, that is me. So here's the original blends palette. So you can see definitely see, I'm setting things down and then I forget where they are. So definitely a change in the size, right? It's a little bit narrower, but much longer, because we do have those 10 additional shades. So this is 30 shades, and then this is 40 shades, and then arranged in a little bit more of a rectangle. So with this one, so I do with this one, if you have this one, I think it's still great. The shimmers are lovely in that other one, but I don't think you have to replace this. But I use this a lot. I love to combine this with shimmers. I was using this with the Lucky Dip Lives, where I would combine it with this. And so I do like this, and I think it's beautiful. But I do think that this masterclass packaging is just it. And I think that this longer rectangular makes sense because they could have done it similar to this and made it maybe like shorter but longer, so it would have been like adding the extra shimmers, or maybe like a little, I don't know how they could have done it. I'm not a designer. Less to think about. Well, if you don't already have the 30, it's no longer available. This is the restock of blends, is that now they're all in this. But if you do have the old version, it's the same shades except for the added shimmers. So like all of these are basically the same shades. And so it's just, the only difference is the shimmer. Let's 6 people watching, 7, like 6, 7. Yeah, the number goes up and down. Now we're at 10. Yeah, the new packaging is gorgeous. Yeah, the numbers kind of go up and down because they put, although I think it's not as good as it used to be, I'll say that, because they do put vertical lives into the scroll when you're getting, if you're going through reels or shorts or whatever YouTube calls it. Every app is trying to be the other app now, but as you go through, but I don't think it's as much, because there were times where we used to go up to like 45 people at a time, and then it would drop to 6, and like it was just up and down. I don't feel like it goes up and down as much anymore. Maybe it's just my channel. Maybe I'm small fish, so maybe they don't put me out as much as they used to. But here is the new layout, and I do like this because it is that kind of like, they did a good job of incorporating like the brown in here, but you still get this full like kind of radiant rainbow experience. I think that's really fun. Hello, Lottie. Nice to see you. Welcome. So yeah, I definitely am loving this. Yeah, these shimmers. I love these shimmers. But yeah, so Dion and I will, I'm sure, have... And of course, did I bring myself anything to drink when I'm all froggy like this? Of course not. So Dion and I'm sure we'll have some announcements soon about when we are going to be doing our lives, creating Pride looks. Very excited for that. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's new and fun. I mean, we've done unboxings of most of all the goodies that have come in recently. You know, if you forgot from last week, I've got the Huldra palette from Singe. Very excited for this. And then we've got the two Juvia's blush palettes. Very excited to play with these. Now, when I do the Blend Bunny, I'll probably do the Blend Bunny blushes, especially since I've got the new ones from psilocybin. But when I do a look that is not... Blend Bunny, I'm planning to do some sort of like summer look with new makeup and use the Trixie Mattel like Trixie Air collection, whatever that one that looks like a little passport book. And so we've got these Juvia's Place, and I think maybe I'll try to include the Juvia's Place because the Trixie collection came with like a shimmery blush, but it's one blush, and I don't wear blush. I wear 6 blushes, so there's that. I was wondering how y'all incorporate both of your channel names in the lives. I don't, so Dion sends me a link, usually, and then it includes, and I know you can @ something. I'm not very good at that. Usually Dion sends me screenshots and tries to talk me through it because there's something about setting up things on YouTube that just is not, I'm not adept at it. You need to think of a second look, or we could do something like palette bingo. We could each pick like our rainbow palette. If you wanted to use the MAC palette and I'll use Blend Bunny, we could do like a palette bingo and kind of pick them on the day. That could be kind of fun. So yeah, I think if you don't want to plan anything, we can make it a little bit more random. We can do that. What do you say? Similar, I mean, reminds me of the song that goes Shimmer and Shine. Oh, I don't know that song. Shimmer and Shine. I don't know. The Disney cartoon. What, like Shimmer and Shine? Oh. I can't think of a song that goes Shimmer and Shine. I'm sure once I end the live, it'll pop into my brain, because that's how my poor little Swiss cheese brain works. But yeah, I can't think of it. Cannot wait to get this concrete sealed and build my shed foundation. Love that. Bought all the wood and it was only 116 bucks. That's exciting. While scheduling a live, there's an option to invite a collaborator. Oh yeah, so does that automatically add the thing, or do we have to do that afterwards? I don't know. I'm far too pretty to be smart. I don't know how all this works. It's so weird that like so much of my like hobby time is like computer related. Like I run a website. Like I have my own website, janessaj.com. Shameless plug. I do YouTube and upload things. I do, like, I'm always on computers, and like technology fights me constantly, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but I just keep doing it, and that's how I spend all my time. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why we do that. Yeah, spare cash is always good. Love it when we get a deal. It's 2 Indian princesses on the Disney Channel. My niece used to watch. Oh, okay. It gives the link to send to the other person. Oh yeah, so I didn't know if that was what you were talking about, or if you were talking about, because I know that like usually after it's done, because I get the link for us to do it together, but then usually there's a thing that she sends me after, that's like a collaboration link, and then once I add that, then it's supposed to add it to both channels, and so yeah, Dion's the person to ask about that, not me, because I don't know. I don't understand. It only allows me to do it for adding a person, but don't the collaboration links, because remember those collaboration links where I would have to go click it, but if I did it right away, the video was still processing, so it wouldn't allow me? That's the link I'm talking about, is the one that we would do after. Can I play some music like that? No, I cannot, because I don't know what song that is. And YouTube is weird about copyright stuff, and so I don't really play any music, because you can get your stuff, you can get a copyright strike, you can get your videos taken down. So we don't play any music while we're here. But yeah, they're really aggressive with that. So I don't tend to play music on here. My phone is so out of date, it doesn't do most things. I was gonna stream recently, but my microphone isn't working right. Oh yeah, see, and I have like a webcam, and like I have a thing where I sometimes record, and it's getting it to work properly is a challenge. It's I never said the song. It's the theme song to, yeah, weren't you and Tanya, you were talking about it's a Disney Channel thing, right? I mean, any song that I would play would be under copyright, so it doesn't really matter what the song is. I won't play it because I don't play copyrighted music on my channel. No, I wasn't talking about that song. Oh, okay. Well, either of those songs, and especially if it was a Disney cartoon. Oh, Tanya, don't play Disney songs on videos, because they are very litigious. They love to take things down. Yes, to show up on each other's channel, you're right. Sometimes it makes us wait until yeah, that's the weird part, is that that's where it'll it'll show it as both channels. That happens afterwards, and if you do it while the live is still processing, I don't know why it takes so long to process. Like sometimes it'll take like 24 hours or more, and it just is it's so strange that it does that. I'm gonna see if my insurance will cover a submersible phone so I can swim with it and stuff. I like to do that a lot. Well, I hope you don't do it now when you don't have a submersible phone, because then you're gonna go through a lot of phones. But yes, I've thought about trying to get one of those like cases that like, so you can like record underwater. But I have not done that because I don't go underwater all that much. But I always thought that would be kind of cool. I got a strike for a random jazz song once. I don't play it. Yeah, the music, that's why I would love to. And I don't know how, so like, it's not here on YouTube, but like on TikTok, I have this friend who like, she's the queen of TikTok, and she does live drag shows in her house all the time. Like she's always performing. And I'm always like, how does she get away with like just playing that music? Because she's not using, I guess maybe it's on a live. Maybe they have a different way of like going through lives, because she'll go live and just like perform or whatever. And then she'll go and like change clothes and do another song. And it's really popular. Victoria Gotti, she's fantastic. But I've always wondered how the like how the like copyright of all that works. Yeah, it's weird. That and I get wet head to toe pressure washing. It's not like you can do bare ass in the yard. Those cost a lot, don't they? Yep. Only thing is my watch at the moment has 0 camera. How do I go live? So I don't, I know that there are some restrictions. So depending on your channel, to go live on a phone, I think you have to have a minimum of 100 subscribers. I think you can go live at any point from a computer, but there was some sort of, and I don't know if that has changed at all, because I know it was kind of up and down, and YouTube is always changing things. They're always on some shenanigans. But like on my phone, when I go on, there's a little plus sign at the bottom, and if you hit that, one of the options that you can do is go live, and that's how you go live on your phone. Yeah. So how do I go live? I'm thinking of Skinny Queen right now. Yes. The plus crate button at the top. Oh, so Tanya's is at the top. Yeah, mine is at the bottom as well. Same, it sounds like Dion's is there too. I've had this for 5 years now. My insurance replaces it every 2 years. I hope that will help. Yeah, definitely. I don't go through, I just buy my phones, which is terrible. So then I like run them into the ground because I know it's going to be expensive. But that's the whole thing, is because for a long time, like phone companies would like trap you into a contract where you couldn't get out, or you had to pay all this money. And then everybody started going like, no contract, no contract, no contract. But then what they do is they try to get you to get your phone through them, and then you pay a rental, or you pay them back for the phone. And so then you're still stuck in a 2-year contract or whatever, because otherwise then you have to pay off the phone. So like they switched one thing with another, and it's the same outcome, and it's just like, what are we doing here? I buy my phones. And so I was lucky with this one, because this is a Samsung Galaxy 20, and it's the FE, which is like the fan edition. And all that means is, like, for those of you who don't want like the best of the best, you want like a scaled down, easy to use. I'm not going to be doing wild and crazy things on this phone. I just want it to work. It was much cheaper. I don't know if they do that for all the versions of their phones, because I think we're a few editions past S20. And so I'm hoping with whatever, when this one starts to like die a slow death or whatever, I'm hoping that the new Galaxy S whatever has a fan edition, because I did like that, and it was hundreds of dollars cheaper. Dion's plus button is at the bottom. 50 on YouTube. Oh, is it now 50 on YouTube to go live on your phone? Yeah, it was changing, and I knew that for a while it was like fairly high, and then once I got over 100, I was able to go live on there. So it was weird. You meant you can never go live. Oh, so it's how many people do you have on your channel? That may affect it. I thought that you could go live from a computer at any size, but I know that there's a restriction for the phone. This phone only has 2 gigabytes. It's shit. It's bare minimum. Yeah, I know. Now, if I had to do it now, I'd be like in rough straits. My other portable device has the RAM is okay. Tech stuff, I don't care. I'm sorry, Gabby, I just don't care. Tech stuff. People just start talking to me about gigs and RAM, and my brain starts to like fizzle out. I have nothing on there yet. I can post, but I don't. Yeah, so I think you'll have to get to a minimum to go live on your phone. If you have like a laptop or a desktop, I would check it out to see if you can go live. Doing lives is a good way to build up your channel. I certainly, that's something, and that's part of why I've been like a little bit slackier with content, is that, trying to build my channel. I do still like making videos, but I get much more channel growth from doing lives than I do from doing videos. I tend to get more views overall. I get more like actual like subscribers and things like that. So I still love doing the videos, and I'm still going to do videos. But if you've noticed that I've slowed down a little bit, part of it is that it's so hard. Lives, it's still easier to kind of grow your channel with just regular videos, unless you have something that really catches on. It's really tough, and my views have been so up and down. Like, so I did the Made by Mitchell, which I loved, and it was fun, and people on my post tab said that they like themed content like that. That was overall. There was one for like, I could take it or leave it, and one for I hate it. Everybody else voted for they like themed content. But like the 2 Made by Mitchell videos that I did have not broken 100 views combined. Like, we're getting close. I think one is at like 42 and one is at like 47. But like the 2 videos before that, the Golden Girl video got almost 200 views. The the Crystal Smith when I did my custom Crystal Smith jewelry set. That one got 365, somewhere around there. So yeah, so it's tougher. It's tougher with videos. Hello, Grace. How's it going? Nice to see you. I have the 24 plus. Got it when my last phone died. I'm like you. I use it until it doesn't. Yeah, this one, I wait until they at some point, the charger stops working. And then as it's going dead, then I'm frantically trying to order a phone is usually how it goes for me. This one didn't have a working power button the first year I had it. It still appears to work. Hello, Mama. Hi, Dion. I've been like, damn it, I need a new phone. Yeah, I hate phones. I hate buying phones. Did Blend send you an extra goodie for... No, they just sent me the palette, but I mean, we unboxed on Thursday and it's Monday and I've already got it. And so I'm not mad about it. They don't have to send me any. And actually, it would have been nice. I'm never going to turn down any free goodies, but I'm going to Spotify to play music. Love that. Next payday for sure. We don't have anything expensive to buy yet. Well, that's good. Yeah, I've been trying to I was like, at some point your phone is going to die. You're probably going to need car repairs. I've been trying to build up. I've been trying to make some better choices and build up a little bit of savings and doing that kind of stuff. But I'm just an impulse shopper. I'm such an impulse shopper. Hoping the new one has a camera that will focus when I tap the screen. This one doesn't. I haven't been on contract in over 10 years. Yeah. Bye, Ariana. Thanks for stopping by. I think we're getting ready to go. It's been 36 minutes and I have to get back to work. This is my little lunch break live. I took it a little bit earlier. And I do have some things to work on today. And at some point I have to record. So I keep itching my face because I'm not used to having hair touch my face. I have an old phone. I just got a Samsung 850. I love that. All right. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by. Let's see if I can remember my outro. If you are here in live chat, I would love it if you would circle back around and leave a comment down below. Help me feed the beast. Help me feed the algorithm. Sorry, I got confused for a second. Oh, Replay Crew, you rock. I was like, what am I forgetting? I'm forgetting about the Replay Crew. We can't forget about them because the Replay Crew, you rock. So leave your thoughts down below as well. While you are down there, don't forget to give me that thumbs up to tell me that you appreciated this video. Or if you are like, girl, we already watched an unboxing that you said was going to be blends and it wasn't there and we think you lied to us and we're bitter about it. Go ahead and give me that thumbs down. It is all engagement. The algorithm isn't a picky bitch. And neither am I. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, become part of the family, and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified of all future uploads. I try really hard to make sure I have at least one video or live per week, and sometimes, if you're lucky, if you're very lucky, you might even get a bonus video. Ooh, blenderific. If you'd like to chat, banter, or commiserate between uploads, all of my social media will be linked down in the description box below, including a link to my website, just pretend it's there, The World of Champagne at JanessaJ.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate all of you. Gabby's still talking about the phone. Always good to see everybody saying goodbye and saying hello and all that kind of good stuff. Thank you, everybody. I love and appreciate all of you. And until I see you again, bye. And now the awkward shutting down of the stream. There we go.